So I talked a little bit earlier about how ideas just kind of come into my head. I think that was definitely the case here. The idea of a horse just sort of popped into my head. And I was specifically thinking about like how every time I've been close to a horse or seen a horse, they look really scary and frightening and kind of overwhelming. They're like giant and veiny. And at the same time, in the popular conscious and to me as well, horses are really beautiful. So I was trying to figure out like what the deal is there, what the relationship to beauty and this kind of sense of horror is. I like the idea of there being two things slightly at odds, and that happens in the poem. There's these two parts, and then also it concludes with two sorts of approaches to beauty. Yeah, so I'll just go ahead and read it then. The horse. Terrifying. The eruption of breath against your neck. Warmth, moisture, the noise of an animal throat designed for surging inhalations. Savage, the protrusion of the face, the coarse hair of the lips, the rolling eyes. And this is the companion of our spirit. This is our image of beauty. The old makers still use rennet for their cheeses, insisting in tradition's way that the best sustenance requires this: cruelty, coagulation, the clinging of the curd itself to itself, a sharp acidity before the soft and perfect bite. Moving back from the origin, the mouth, we can see the context of the body entire, the slow magic of domesticity. The chestnut coat shining over muscle and vein, grace palpable, heat radiant, the capacity to vanish distance. The poets taught me, find in your wanting the critical bone on which all else depends. Break it. Press your lips to the splintered edge and enrich yourself with marrow. My father taught me, leave the long bone to its purpose. Drink whole milk for hunger. Grow and leave the body of wanting to growth. Let it run. Let it vanish into the hills. Thus conflicted, each day I examine the limbs of desire as a buyer examines a horse. Strong gait, good teeth. I alternate days, now cruelly breaking, now leaving the beast to its semblance of peace. I am waiting for a bone that sustains unfractured,